Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is testing out the new Makeup Revolution, which is now called Revolution Beauty, I think. They brought out a new range which is called Revolution Pro. I'm pretty sure it's replacing Freedom Makeup. I think they're just like rejigged it and they brought it more into the Makeup Revolution umbrella, because they're all the same company anyway. So they brought out some new products and I thought I'd do a video on it, so I got as much as I could to do a full face. So if you want to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. Right, so the first thing I'm going to go in with is the eyebrow pencil. This is the Revolution Pro Microblading Effect Precision Eyebrow Pencil. I got it in the shade Taupe. I find that some browns can either be too warm or too dark. I can't get a nice brown, but I found taupe is universal, so I'm hoping that's the case today. So it's very much like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and the NYX micro pencil, where you've got the spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other. Excuse the front of the brow. I've got like a little mini trimmer thing, and I was trying to get rid of the peach fuzz in between here because I couldn't be bothered plucking it, and I ended up trimming all the front of my hairs off, so that was exciting. It's a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be, and I don't think it's not as taupe as, because normally taupe is like a really neutral brown. This looks quite warm, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but yeah, goes on nicely anyway. I don't know if you can see, but it's like so not taupe, it's untrue. That's like, I'd say more blonde, and it's very warm. I'm not a fan of that colour at all. Luckily, if I can find it, I got one of the eyebrow cushions, and I got this in medium brown, which I'm really glad that I did. So I am going to go over that with this and hopefully a bit more of my shade. So you open it up, you have got a little mirror on it, which I think is cute, and then you've got like the little thing that covers it. One of these, it's obviously a cushion, and I'm just going to dip my brow in and hope for the best. So I'm going to mostly focus it on the end. Oh, that's a better colour, but it's still very, very warm. That is the best I'm going to do for that. Right, then I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. I got the shade C1, and I'm just going to neaten up that brow and set my lid. It's quite thick. I don't know if you can see that there. The lighting's really, really bad. I'm really sorry. Thick, but not. It's still got a bit of like runniness to it. I'd compare it to the MAC Select Cover Up. Oh, it is thick on the eye though. Quite sticky as well, which could be a good thing for the eyeshadows. Right, first impressions, this is really, really sticky. It's really, really tacky, which could be a good thing because it is going to grab onto my shadows when I use them, but it could also be a bad thing because it could make it so I've got patchy shadows. Now most people do set them, but I don't like to set them since I've started using Shape Tape as my eyeshadow base, and this will be the good test. So I am going to pat it into place just to make sure that everything is set properly, but yeah, it is very, very sticky. I actually really like the colour as well. The colour is really nice. I think because I got C1, which I'm pretty sure was neutral, and I'm actually really, really impressed with that, but like I say, so sticky. I'm just going to buff out my edges with a buffer brush. It's such a shame about the eyebrow products. I think next time I will try to get brown. I think they had a soft brown or a dark brown. I think I might try a dark brown next time. It's not too bad now, but it's on the warmer side, and taupe's meant to be neutral. eye. So as you can see, compared to that eye, that has done a fantastic job. And you get in here 8.5 mils, so a bit smaller than the MAC Select cover up, but I think for like, I think it was £4 or something like that. I think it's worth it. So we shall see how it plays with shadows. I really hope you can see this because I've turned up my my brightness. So the palette that I am using on the eyes today is the Revolution Pro Regeneration Unleashed, and it just looks like this. Let me just open it so you can see the colours better. So it just looks like this. I didn't think it was going to be as dark when I bought it. I thought it was going to have a few more like warmer shades, kind of like the Lime Crime Venus XL palette, but we can roll with this, and I think it'll look great with my eye colour because purples and green go well together. The first shade I'm going to go in with is called Disengage, which is this shade here. It's like a muted pink colour. I'm just patting down. It does crease a bit, but I do get this sometimes with my shade tape as well, but once it's set it's alright, so we shall see if it does it this time. It's still very tacky. So oh, it's a bit deeper than I thought it was going to be. It looks lighter in the pan. I don't know if you can see that. Bit of kick up in the pan, but that's to be expected because I am going ham. With the concealer being so sticky as well, I am going to have to set my brow bone as well. I generally don't set my brow bone. I don't need to, because once the concealer dries down, the ones that I've been using, the set, but this one is still very sticky, so I am going to set the concealer once I've done my eyeshadow. I'm actually quite impressed with the pigmentation on this. Very, very nice. And I'm just going to buff out my edges. If you've seen any of my recent videos, you know this is how I like to do things now. I just find it a little easier. So small circular motions, and I'm sort of buffing it back into itself. That blends out beautifully. I'm going to go in with the shade Pardon, which is this purple shade here. This looks beautiful. Again, it's another matte shade, and I'm going to go, again, I'm going to load my brush up, and I'm going to go under where I've just put Disengage. Now I'm doing it a bit lower because I want this to be more towards my crease. Ooh, it's so pretty. This one's got a lot more kick up than the first shade. Now don't be worried that it's a bit messy at this point, because it will all neaten out. And with a really, really small fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend those colours into each other. So we've got no harsh lines. One thing I am noticing with this darker colour, it's quite patchy. It is catching a bit, that darker shade, which is unfortunate but not unexpected, to be honest. I go in with the Unleashed, which is the black shade, and do exactly what I've just done, but obviously a bit lower. Going back in with my concealer, just going to cut out the front 2/3 of my eye. And what I like to do is I dab a bit near my lash line and open my eye, and it tells me where I need to cut my eye. Go in with this shade here called Elevate, which is a soft peachy pink shade, and I'm going to put that on the first third of my eye. I'm going to go in with the darker pink shade called Independent, this shade here, and I'm going to put that on the rest of my concealer, blending it into that. It's pretty, but it's kind of disappointing, but I didn't go in with high hopes anyway. Anyway, with my lightest shade, which was a Disengage, this shade here, and I'm going to fluff out my edges. Using that fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with that purple shade, which is Pardon. Using the pencil brush that I used to do the black, I'm going to go in with Unleashed and just put that in my outer V area. Then with the fluffy brush, I am going to go back in with Disengage. I say back in with Disengage. Then just using a flat brush, I'm going to go in with Unleashed, which is the black, and get it as close to my lash line as I can, and then blend it in with the purple. I'm going to take the Free shade and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. I am back. And FYI, before we start, I've got a really watery eye and I can't get it to stop. So that's not a reflection of the product, unless something in the product is irritating me. I just can't get it to stop. So we're going to ignore that and we're moving on. So I'm ready to do the face stuff now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Pore Primer and I'm going to put that on my nose and here, and oh, it's flesh coloured. I like that. Kind of like the Benefit Professional. Oh, it's nice, that seems to have worked. I have two of the foundations. I got the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops and I got the Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation. To use the full coverage one, seeing as though my eyes are quite, you know, dramatic with the big lashes, I'm going to use a flat foundation brush and I'm just going to paint my face with it. Oh, it's very pale. Might be too pale for me, but hopefully we can deepen it up. Now it's not as sticky. To say that it's the camouflage foundation, I thought it was going to be quite sticky like the concealer is, but it isn't. It's actually nice. It doesn't feel horrible. It's not sticking on the brush. I mean, obviously it's sticking on the brush, but it's not like it's still spreading around. And I've got it all in my hair, like you do. I go in with my damp beauty blender and see if we can buff this bad boy out. It doesn't have a smell as such. Like, I'm not really getting a smell. There's like a faint like makeup smell, but it's nothing too bad. It blends really well. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's blending really nicely. Let me just zoom you in. I don't know if you can see. It's blended in really lovely. I'm really sorry about the state of my lighting. I will have to work on that. I'm going to go in with the C1 around the edges and then blend it in with my beauty blender. Oh, it is blending in well with the beauty blender though. I'm taking it right up to my shadow because I can always get my blender brush and just buff out my shadow edges anyway, but I'd rather know that my under eye doesn't look odd. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's quite nice, quite nice. Now, I don't have a liquid highlighter. I normally go in with a liquid highlighter, so I am just going to set my face. I got two of the powders. I got the Revolution Pro Loose Finishing Powder and I got the Pressed Finishing Powder. I also got the contour kit with a yellow shade, but I don't like yellow shades. I don't think they suit me. So I'm going to go in with the loose powder under my eyes just to set that concealer. So I'm just going to set that concealer. Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's not revolutionary, but it's set it. Using a big powder brush, I'm just going to go in with this. Again, this is white, but I think it's like a translucent one, so when you put it on the face, it won't be as bad. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like a white cast or anything. She's a stunning K Rose B in the style Adore, and I adore. Sorry. Oh, I'm so childish. Right, I'm going to go in with the contour kit. Go in with the contour bronzer shade and it looks, I mean, I wouldn't call it a contour shade to be honest because it looks a tad warm. That's why I'm going to use it as a bronzer and I'm just going to bronze up my face. Blends nicely, it's not patchy. Get rid of this 5 head. Don't have a blush shade. I don't know if they just didn't do a blush or I don't know. So I'm just gonna go in with the highlighting shade. It's a really lovely like a champagne-y type shade. Ooh. Ooh, that's beautiful. I don't know if it's coming corresponding on camera. Yes, that is stunning. In fact, it's that pretty. I'm going to go over my inner corner with it. It comes across on camera how pretty that highlighter is, because it is stunning. Now I'm going to go in with the lip shade. This is in the shade Premonition. Now I don't have a lip liner because I don't know whether they've just not got it in the range or I couldn't see it on the site. So I am just going to go in as is without a lip liner, so wish me luck. It's quite moussey. Zoom you in. It's a nice shade actually. Packaging's really cute as well. Well, I think it reminds me, what does it remind me of? Is it the Smashbox liquid lipsticks? Are they in like similar packaging? And then I'm going to go in with the Supreme Hold Finishing Spray. Let me just zoom you back out again. And we're going to fix this bad boy up. Not the best smell, but it's alright. It doesn't leave speckles or anything. I just like to go over with my sponge. So guys, that's the finished look. What do you think? I'm surprisingly impressed actually. I thought the foundation was really nice. The concealer was really good. I think it's done a really phenomenal job, and I didn't set the concealer when I did my eyes. Obviously if you've watched that you've seen that, and it's still let me blend away, so I think that is really good, and it's a cheaper option to the Shape Tape, which I'm in love with at the moment. This lip, oh, it's there, but it actually does feel surprisingly comfortable, and I do think the colour's really nice. The eyeshadow palette is a bit hit and miss for me. I think I'm an eyeshadow snob as well, so because I do have my favourites, it's really hard to impress me with eyeshadows. So, and it's not necessarily to do with price, because my favourites at the moment are an indie brand called Olivia Bell, and hers are like massive. She gets massive pants for like £4.20, so it's on par with, well, it's cheaper than Makeup Geek and you get more product. So it's nothing to do with price or high-end, low-end, drugstore or whatever. It's just I'm really hard to impress with that, and I did. The mattes were alright. As you got darker they did get more patchy, but I went in with an open mind with it. But for £8 for 18 shadows, I don't see, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not my favourite, it's not the worst. The finishing powder and setting powder, I mean, they've done the job. They've set my face. I can't say if it's any good or bad. I'll let you know if it stays on my nose or not. I'm impressed with the contour kit. Apart from the yellow shade, which I won't have any use of, the bronzer, contour and the highlight I thought was really good. I don't know if my camera's picking it up because obviously my lighting isn't the best, but yeah, I thought it was really good. I hate the brow products, not because the actual product is rubbish, but the actual brow pencil did its job. It's just the colour is just so warm. It's not taupe at all. But yeah, so I'd say overall big thumbs up from me. I thought it was a really good first impressions. I will see how it plays and try to include some in the description down below to let you know if it does last or anything like that, but as we stand it's just like this. Please excuse the little girl headband. I'm growing my fringe out and it was either this or pin it back with the clip again, and I wanted to put my hair down just so it looked like I'd made an effort when I haven't really. I just took it out of a ponytail. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by my second YouTube birthday, so if you want to help me out, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.